as someone who's living within the UK, and the movement which is actually taking place of basically British Pakistanis wanting to get more involved, a lot of the time they're faced with that brick wall. They're faced with that brick wall that actually they can't be involved within Pakistan because it's too much of a complicated situation. It's too complex, and someone in the diaspora community who's ran away from that doesn't know and can't empathise and can't feel that same pain which they're feeling. How do you mobilise, and do you believe that the work which you can do in the UK or outside of Pakistan will actually make change or bring about change within the current state of Pakistan?
What we're doing is we're making, our focus is not so much trying to badger on to the Pakistani government, because we feel that that just ends up being wasteful. It's a profligate way to try and tackle this issue. I'll tell you why. They simply give us a insouciant answer and leave us in a situation where we've received a yes that they'll look into it, but nothing is ever done palpably to make any change. What we're doing is we're actually trying to communicate our concerns across to Western nations that can influence what happens in Pakistan, or Western institutions. We wrote a submission to the Universal Periodic Review of Pakistan last year. This has now been picked up by the Canadian government, and they are using our report as a basis for assessing asylum seekers that flee Pakistan into their nation. And the basis of what we've gained there is obviously an avenue for people who have to escape significant persecution to Canada. But more to the point, the discussion they had with Pakistan resulted in commitments that have now been made by the Pakistani government to the UN to retain their membership, which they need to continue their foreign aid budget collections from Britain, from France, so from Europe, from America. And I believe America's currently suspended it because of the poor record of human rights. So that's one strand of what we do. The other thing is to raise awareness in the UK, not only amongst Pakistani Christians, because you're quite correct, some of them are disaffected because they've been living here in the UK. Many have been absorbed into white churches, so simply aren't even aware of the situation in Pakistan. They have no link to Pakistan. What we've done is we've kind of highlighted this amongst the general public through news articles, through protests which have been televised, some on Scottish TV, some on BBC World Service. And this then creates a stronger campaign, because the normal public, those not even associated with Pakistan, start to badger their local MPs to be involved, because they can't understand why a country, an egalitarian country, part of the UN, that's signed up to various UN conventions, is able to get away with the maltreatment of a large proportion of its citizens. We believe that the percentage of Christians in Pakistan is probably incorrectly listed on the Pakistani government's census. They say there's only 1.6 million Christians,